Let's go to Rob in Nottingham now. Rob.
Hi Adrian, you and I both know about the ups and downs and what a heart-rending experience it can be supporting any football team, and I guess it can be even worse if you actually invest in that team as well. Take Nottingham Forest, for example, a very proud club with a great tradition, fallen on hard times. They've been relegated from the Premiership about 3 years ago, and with that, the loss of all the money that the Premiership brings. As a result, they're now losing £100,000 a week. They're more than £20 million in debt, and their shares have been suspended. So it's a very worrying time for the supporters. The club still hasn't published its annual accounts, and as I say, a worrying time for the supporters, and just as worrying a time for anyone who's invested in them. Anxious Forest shareholders gathered for an extraordinary general meeting. They heard the club was £20 million in debt and in urgent need of a financial injection. There are some signs of that. £5 million has been raised from the sale of a player, and another £5 million is on offer to the board. That's from the club's majority shareholder, Nigel Doughty, a millionaire venture capitalist and lifelong Forest fan. In return, he'd want a larger stake in the club and would probably take it back into private hands. But while the situation may have eased, it's still dire. Forest are losing £105,000 a week, and there's still no sign of its annual accounts being published. There's even less sign of a return to the Premiership. For a club that's twice won the European Cup, these are difficult times indeed. And I mentioned there Nigel Doughty, the majority shareholder in Forest. He's described PLCs as a cancer on football, so he's obviously not very impressed with them. Well, back in London, Adam's been taking a look at how PLC in football teams have been faring generally.